The death toll in the building collapse in Nairobi has risen to 19. There is little hope that anyone else will be pulled from the rubble alive. CCTV's Soni Metu reports.
Until Friday, this had been home to 300 people. What had been a 6-story block of flats. It's hard to imagine how anyone could have survived the collapse. And yet, rescuers did manage to save more than 130 people.
I just thank God.
I thank God because finally my nephew picked up the phone. I found my wife and children and they are safe in my friend's house. I helped save 5 people before I knew where my family was.
This suburb of Nairobi is overcrowded at the best of times, and emergency services struggled to get to the site, and then through hundreds of onlookers.
Actually, one of the key things is for them to not crowd too much in these places. As you can see, it's almost impossible because of the number of people that are watching. If only we could get support with crowd control, that's the first step towards access to the place that we need to access.
By Sunday, excavators were on site, a sign the rescue effort was giving way to recovery. And the focus was shifting to who is to blame.
Huruma is one of the poorest suburbs in Nairobi, and in an effort to provide cheap housing, some people cut corners. Government has confirmed that the building that collapsed had no occupation permits and had no planning permits as well. They're concerned about residents living around this area, saying that these houses are poorly constructed, and at the moment, hundreds are currently evacuating.
The unfortunate bit is that some of our people also go for people who are not qualified, who are claiming to be engineers. Some of the contractors might also be not qualified. If you look at these structures, the way they are, sometimes very difficult even to access, which means even our planning department of the Nairobi County might not even be aware of what is happening down here.
The tragedy is also fueling criticism of the city's policies toward building controls and drainage. 3 days of rain have all but crippled parts of Nairobi. There have been other deaths reported in recent days. People fear more buildings will collapse. Hundreds have been evacuated from their homes here and other slums across the city. Soni Metu, CCTV, Nairobi, Kenya.